It's your boy Coffee, man. I'm out here in Cape Town, Barcelona, South Africa, man. Welcome to yet another episode of the Black Couch. And namhlanje I got my brother here, Raptile. What up, dude?
Yeah, what's up?
You all good, brother? Great, yeah, it's so nice to have you. Yazi, for some reason, I thought you lived in Ekukuletu because I'm from Gurks and the headquarters are in Gurks. So I thought like you lived in Gurks because I've always seen you in shows around Gurks. Tell us, man, where are you from?
Yeah, man, I'm all over the place like township shippings, yabo. Yeah, I say I was born in Gurks, yabo. Yeah, I grew up a little bit in Gurks, Navaya, Nahlale Philippi, Navaya, Nahlale Khayelitsha. So a bit of everywhere in Cape Town I stayed, you understand? I'm a Cape born, but I'm Gualap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm just Khayelitsha, I represent Khayelitsha, I'm from Khayelitsha, yeah.
Oh yeah. So up at Gurks, when did you leave? Like
I left.
For Gurks. How long did you stay?
I stayed in Gurks, I think I left in Gurks around about 1997. If not 1996, then I stayed in Philippi up until 1999. 1999, I went to Khayelitsha. Then I came back to Gurks because I had a kid in Gurks, yabo. I had a son in Gurks, so I had to move closer. So yeah, I moved to Gurks, I think it was 2012. And then I left 2015 again. So yeah, Gurks, I know the streets, you know. And I say, yo, I'm Red. The streets recognize the voice.
So I'm so interested in the name Raptile because you write it as R-A-P instead of R-E-P. So how did it came about?
Okay, first and foremost, I never came up with the name. I found the name. I was in school. I was in college back in the days, and I was already rapping that time. So I saw this name written on the desk curved like a reptile with an A. So this next thing, I'm in street verses in Side C. I remember Reservoir was hosting the show in Peter Tosh Hall. I don't know which year was it. I think it was 2007, if not 2008. So I was in that cipher. So next thing they're calling out Raptile, and I heard the names. I saw the name somewhere. So no one was popping up for the name. So my producer at that time was Ilo PBR. It pushed me into the stage, so everyone was starting, Raptile. So that's how I became Raptile, you understand? So as years went by, I started getting a meaning to the name, you understand? Because it was not a name for me, because someone came up, yo, I'm also Raptile from Eastern Cape, and he was battling all these MCs. So he came across me, he hit a brick wall, you understand? Like, yeah, I'm Raptile. So we had to claim the name. So same time, he ran away. And then I took the name and embraced the name, so I made the name an acronym, meaning it's 7 letters, R-A-P-T-I-L-E. It's rhythm and poetry of the intricate literate MC. Intricate is in I'm complicated. Literate is in I can read and write, I'm educated. Yes. MC, we all know MC. You understand? So that's me, rhythm and poetry of the intricate literate MC. That's Raptile.
Jesus, we're setting it straight. People always say that rappers didn't go to school, man. This nigga.
I went to school, man. I have diplomas and whatnots.
Away. So I remember somehow you went to Joburg. When did you go to Joburg?
Man, I've been going to Joburg, but the time I thought, you know what, let me go for a full time in Joburg was 2017. After cats broke into my place, and I was staying in Khayelitsha at the time, in Crazy Park. So they broke into my place, they took all my studio setup, like I just watched 94,000 worth of equipment going out like in 3 minutes. Like, and it took 3 years to collect that equipment. So next thing, I got into the guys, you know, where there was a big fight, people got hurt. So people advised, like people about raising the mess from Joburg. They said, yo, Raptile, you need to come up to Joburg, man. Cape Town is not for you anymore. People like Celeste Michelle said, oh, Raptile, go to Joburg, man. There's something big waiting for you there. Everyone, like, Aban Maseka, even about 5'6", they tell me, I know my rap, I have higher fit. So, you know what? Packed my bags that day, I moved to Joburg. In Joburg, I had no place to stay. No one, I knew no one that I can crash on personally. But I went to Joburg. First day, I slept in a bed and breakfast, Urban Zulu, and that's when I did my first gig. on the first day I landed in Joburg, you understand? As an open mic, I landed on a rooftop, you know. So they ask you, where do you land in Joburg? I landed on a rooftop in Joburg. So next day I got a job as a waiter. Ngapusha. Sooner or later I got a flat in Taffontein. So I started staying in Joburg and I started moving around the CBD and reconnecting my social media connects, my social platform connects. People I knew from Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So I started connecting them. Yo, guys, in Lapa. People started like putting me on. So yeah, that's how my journey started when I went to Joburg.
Oh yeah, I can sense that the reception there is much welcoming than the Cape Town music industry. How do you feel about that?
I think it's not about the reception,
Yeah.
Because even Cape Town has a very humbling and welcoming reception. I don't wanna lie. I'll never badmouth the city that gave me all this talent, yabo.
Oh yeah.
But Joburg, they're more educated about the craft. They're more woke about it. They're more conscious about it. They actually know what is it that we are doing and what is it that we are pushing. What is our agenda? They have the vibe and the energy and the chemistry is all there. You understand? Was everyone from Joburg? Is not from Joburg, remember? So everyone in Joburg came there to hustle, to go and make their dreams come true, to go and get the gold. So when we meet there as activists, as hustlers, as wannabe breadwinners, so we have to support whatever is being supported. So in Joburg, you make a gig or things no. Everyone buys a makunya. When once you take out things to chippies, everyone buys chippies. So it's that type of vibe. I support local. I support what I'll give in what I want people to give in to me. So that's Joburg for you. Otherwise, people from Joburg, bona. It's the same like Cape Town. They'll just look at it, you're forced, you're papa, you want to be a superstar, it's about Mandoza, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
so it's the same vibe, just that Abandabasa Joburg, the creatives, they're not from Joburg, they're just like whoever's going to Joburg. So even you, when you see a vibe of, there's someone doing music there, you go there with an interest that this guy is a creative. So let me see what he's doing. Let me support what I came into this, and after that I'm gonna make it connect. Actually, we're supporting what's gonna support you back. So that's why Joburg is flexible. It's easy to maneuver. You understand? Even though it's dangerous, all at the same time, because there's crooks, but there's crooks everywhere.
Yeah, definitely. I know this question may come across very cliche, but which is that one celebrity that you met and you felt like, oh, this nigga gets me, man?
Yo.
Like where you felt comfortable, like you didn't even think that's like you didn't even feel like it's a celebrity.
Okay.
Like you
I'll be
felt
honest with you. I had a number of them, but it all boils down to one, which is Ishmael from Jozi.
Oh yeah.
He told me to go back to Cape Town, bro. That guy told me to like. I met him like I was renting a the Fortune Square. It's in Cape Town. I was renting a 12 decades. It's in Maboneng, at the top of Pata. So I'm renting there at the third floor with Urumba. So this guy he stays in floor number 4. So Ishmael, whenever we had bangs, morning bangs, he would come to my flat and I would cook for them because I'm also a chef. So I would cook for them. So pull through nabo ata, pull through nabo bambani. Bamiza a chef. A chef. Do this, let's do this. So that guy, we spoke a lot, we jammed a lot, we chilled a lot, and he understood me personally, and he shared his experience and how we got to be where he is from where he was. You understand? And how humbling it is to be able to start to have the opportunity to start again and hustle up again. So the guy, we chilled together, and he was like, Fetu, Wena, you're going through some shit. And I opened up to him. I said, I'm going through some shit like this. And we were at the balcony at I forgot this lounge. But it's an ovula. So we're chilling there in the balcony. He had a 20 of cigarettes. I had a 20 of cigarettes. And he watched me smoke my 20 of cigarettes and pack it down and said, hey, you need to go back to Cape Town, Fetu. You need to go regroup. You need to go fix yourself before Joburg steals you. Because Joburg effed me over. Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, this is a free platform again, man. Feel free.
Yeah, my son is gonna be watching this. I don't want him to swear. So yeah, he said, yo man, Joburg is gonna swallow you, you know, Joburg is gonna fuck you up. So go back to Cape Town, fix yourself, and then come back when you're ready. So ever since I went back to Cape Town, I've been going to Joburg just to do that and coming back, do that and coming back. So I'm still in contact now. See, we're WhatsApping, yeah, well, but I can see he's making his way back independently. You understand? He advised me to stay independent. Yeah, well, so we vibe. But I vibe with a lot of celebrities there. I vibe with Reason. Yeah, well, I knew Reason from Cape Town. When you in Cape Town, when I got there, it was even like dope vibe. But the best guy for me, I don't know if I can call him a celebrity. Akio Kawayetu. He's DJ ID. Yeah, Akio Kawayetu. I think he runs the Cool Out Concepts. Yeah, he's in Cape Town. At the waiting room, he put everyone on. Your ill skills were Reason. The only reason you know Reason now, like internationally, is because that guy stood up and said, "Oh, Riz, let's do this." Well, so Akio Kawaita, I look up to the guy. His hustle, his work ethics. He looks up to me as well about my work ethics. At the same time, he never ever spoon fed me anything. He always tell me, "Oh, Raptile's gonna get this." He knows when I'm down. He knows when I'm up. You know, he always motivates me, and he gives me my own space to fall. You know, so yeah, the first time I went to Joburg, also I went to his place and I was inspired. Like his crib has a bar, bro. Like you see, seeing your friend, like someone who's made it in the industry, and he's able to invite you to his place, and then he's just chilling, does whatever he needs to, and you chilling there with other peeps, and you're like, fuck, I'm inspired. I want to be in this space, you know. I want to live this life. So it's people like that. I think Akio Kawaiti plays a big role for me in Joburg. And I also met Pro before he passed away. May his soul rest in peace. Yes. Yeah, but weeks after that, he passed away. Even WHP, weeks after that, he passed away. Those were humbling guys who warned me about the industry. Hence, people thought when I came back from Joburg, Raptile failed. Raptile is a failure. Raptile is one of those almost famous. As who's this guy? I forgot his name. Rasta, what? He said, Raptile. Now he is almost famous. So it's people like that, man. They played a big impact in Joburg. I could have blown up when I was in Joburg because I recording. I was doing Babala Noise. I was working with 3 AM Media Group. I was working with a lot of things, and I discovered that I also have a company called Ilogishimo Hip Hop Society, which I went to Joburg with that in mind, but the first works I did it in Joburg. You understand? I did the first interviews.
I wanna ask you, in terms of like collaborations, like which collaborations that you did by Jozi that you feel like
my first collaboration was with Ebonic Beats. He was also excited to have me. He's been hearing about Raptile his whole life from Eastern Cape now. He stays in Joburg. He stays in the CBD, and he's got his shit together, you know, and he's doing good. Well, he's independent as well, and he's gonna stay independent. I like that. So what happened is, Iponic, we went to him. I had this cat from Cape Town called Jozi. He came to Joburg. He wanted us to meet up. We met up in another performance in Kailisha, and then we met up in Joburg again. He came to my place, so we went there to Ebonic's Beats. We had a studio session. So normally now when there's a lot of people in the studio, I can't record because I take hours recording something that I know, because I want to indulge into an energy. So they recorded. We had our joints, we drank our booze and Wamnandi, and after that we got into it. So I came up with a feature called Again and Again Kamlana. We never really released the song because we struggled to mix and master it. Like we didn't have money to mix and master. I believe we have to outsource things like that. Mix and master yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially in Joburg, you don't fool around. So I did a song featuring FB from Zambia. So that was a very big first collab for me there. And then I got approached by F Easy, man. It was not F Easy. Who's this guy? Net Reds from Joburg. But he's from Deep Soweto as well. I don't know his name.
Don't talk like I know these niggas from Joburg. I'm a Cape Town.
I don't know. You're gonna have to cut it, but I don't know why I forgot his name. He's probably gonna tell me shit. I know. But I just have a lot in mind. But and I did a collab with ATM Squad. Waterboy from ATM. We did a collab. We did a song called Impompo. Yeah, well, the song was not released because the guy, he did the chorus, I did the verse, and then he got chickened down like, fuck Raptile can rap. I cannot do this. Yeah, well, so I still have the song there. Anyone who wants to feature, boom, 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 boom. That song is still out. It's still available for us to do.